Just before you open the door to step outside into the open air, make a solemn promise to yourself that you are going to park the things that have been worrying you here. Leave them behind you for just this moment in time as we step out on our 20-minute walk, and say to yourself, this is my time. Now make that promise to yourself for this one moment. And now you're ready to open that door. All your senses are suddenly awakening. What can you hear? What do you see? What can you smell? How does it feel? What has the temperature change? As you step forward, notice the feeling under your feet of the pavement, the ground, the grass, and notice just how it feels as your heels and your balls of your feet maneuver in their natural way. Don't think too much about which direction you're turning. Just allow yourself to be in this moment and allowing me, your guide, to take control of the time and trust that I'll turn you back in 10 minutes of walking time and return you safely back to your home. Let us breathe in the cool air together. Breathing in through your nose, allowing the oxygen to penetrate through the back of your throat, down, deep down into your diaphragm. Feeling your belly around your torso just expanding a little, as if there was a little balloon inside of your diaphragm, and it's just inhaling and expanding a little. As you exhale, your diaphragm mildly contracts again, and you expel your breath into the air around you. From time to time, just be mindful of how the oxygen feels as you inhale it down deep into that part of your body, into your diaphragm. And just tell yourself there's no pressure to increase your speed. If you want to walk very slowly, then that's great. And if you want to walk briskly at this stage, then that's fine too. Taking your time to be with yourself and become comfortable with your breath as you breathe deeply in to your diaphragm and back out again. Be mindful of all the parts of your body, mindful of just dropping your shoulders a little, feeling comfortable, allowing your stress and tension within your neck and shoulders and your back to just release as they become more relaxed and comfortable. Allowing your feet to take you on a journey in which you'll begin to discover the person inside of you, the woman you want to be. To become the woman that you want to be, we need to also listen to all the little voices within our own selves. We may find that we hear the self who's very small, our inner child. We allow them to speak to us, and we reassure the child within us that they are safe and that we are here, the adult, taking care of all the different parts of ourselves. Gathering together all the parts of ourselves, recognizing that each and every one of us has skills and talents and beautiful parts of ourselves that have much to contribute to ourselves, to our families, and to the whole world. Take a moment to just say to yourself one thing that you believe you have done or do well. Acknowledge it and say to yourself, using your own name and mentioning that thing, that talent, that skill, characteristic, personality trait, or your part of your career which you know you do well in and you're able to do your best. And congratulate yourself and say thank you to yourself. Now I want you to say, I am a great, and fill the gap. So maybe it's a job role or the talent that you've just thought of. And fill the space. I am a great, fill in the blank. And say that to yourself as you walk, slightly lifting your chin and looking ahead, relaxing your jaw and allowing the tension within you to just drop. Just notice the feeling above your eyebrows and the center of your forehead. Give it a little wiggle if you need to release the tension there. And allow your facial muscles to completely relax as you acknowledge that you are great at this thing. You have this amazing power within you, this ability that you have. And acknowledge that it's okay to acknowledge this power, this talent, this beautiful part of you. That it's not about being proud, it's about being grateful. Now, let us think together about how you can tap into this beautiful part of you to become even closer to your goal of becoming the woman, the human being, the person that you want to become. How can you take this with you on your journey? Let us reflect together on this very beautiful aspect of you. You can feel your energy levels are rising as you give power to that part of yourself. You can feel the blood circulating within your limbs, beneath your skin, and through the traversing junctions of your veins around your body, giving life to all the parts of you, taking oxygen to your brain and allowing reflection space to take place. As the oxygen and the hormones and the neurotransmitters burst from your brain, you're full of wonderful hopes and dreams, tapping into and recognizing what you have with you as you step forward. As you walk boldly, perhaps picking up your pace a little as you feel energized. Don't allow your body to tense up despite the extra energy. Allow your muscles to sink with you into the ground as you become one with the ground beneath your feet. Imagine yourself standing before a small audience in the future, and you're telling the audience that what has helped you to become successful and content, happy, was this characteristic, this skill that you have, this talent. Standing on that podium, you imagine yourself smiling. You listen to what she's saying. She's talking about the talent that you have here as you listen right now. And she's saying it's that very part of herself that enabled her to keep going on her journey, to keep trying, to never give up. She says, not always did other people see this thing that I had within myself, but it's important that I knew that it was there. This was my powerful aspect of me, and I held on to it tightly, she says. I never allowed anyone to make it seem small. I never allowed anyone to take it away from me. I never allowed anyone to ridicule this part of me. I protected it. I utilized it. I loved it. I allowed it to serve me and to serve others, even if they didn't appreciate it. I knew that this part of me was what I needed to keep going, to keep trying. And this part of me allowed me to be here today, standing here in front of you. Can you see her? Can you hear her? What is she wearing? What is she standing on? Who is listening? What are their faces as they stand and listen? What is the expression on her face? How old is she? She is the woman you want to become. Now, as you imagine her and her smell and her clothes and her face and her expressions, her aura, imagine if she was to say one thing to you right now that you need to hear right now where you are in your life. What will she say? Now I'm going to leave you for a moment. Don't think too hard. She's looking at you and she's about to say something. Let her speak. Take a breath in. Breathe in the oxygen and the words of your greatest friend, your future self. Breathing out any doubts that you have. Breathing in again and allowing this positive piece of advice and news to just sink in deep within your very core as you allow the oxygen in and out, in and out, breathing, expelling any energy that is unwanted, any negativity, any doubts. Now say thank you to her and prepare to turn around and walk back home. Give her one last wave or nod as she returns the favour. You smile at each other and you turn away and head back, feeling more positive and ready and energized to approach your life and return home. Feeling powerful, you pick up the pace. You start to walk faster, more vigorously, stronger. Breathing in and breathing out. Pacing forward, heading home in the knowledge that you're stronger and empowered. You're enjoying being outside. You're listening to the sounds You're not worried about what people think of you. You're enjoying this moment and taking all the positivity from it and allowing it to absorb into your mind and your body. You have gained a lesson for today, and only you know what that is. The hormones are being released around, which are helping your brain to emphasize and to retain this lesson and associate it with something good and special and rewarding. Dopamine is being released, causing pleasure around your body and making you feel better. It's healing you as you take your return journey home, feeling replenished. You consider the advice of your future self, and you use this to recognize that the skill that you have is what you need when you return home to be able to conquer all the problems, any problem, no matter how small or big. That this talent within you can either alleviate or help you to cope with the things that lay ahead for you today. Later today, our podcast on journaling, you intend that you will listen to this knowing that it will help you to take this challenge forward tomorrow and the day after and the following 28 days to come. As you take your journey to yourself, every part of you, your spiritual, yourself that is academic, career-driven, the part of you that is creative, the part of you that is fantasist, every part of you coming together on your journey to empowerment. I've got this, you say to yourself. I can do this. I will do this, and I want to do this, you say to yourself. Brisker now, heart is pumping, breath is shorter, yet still penetrating deep into your core. Faster you go as you become stronger. You can feel the warmth in your calf muscles, maybe your quads, your hamstrings glowing up with positive energy as you drive forward, closer to home, feeling wonderful, feeling as if you can accomplish anything. You notice the mood has changed from how you felt when you had left the house earlier, as you become faster and stronger, heading closer to that door in which you left your problems behind. You believe in yourself that those things are manageable. You can cope with them. Mentally, you are stronger. You are feeling as if you are part of something bigger than you, and you have support around you and others that will help you on your journey together to becoming stronger together. You believe in yourself, and your inner child is cheering within you and trusts you and believes in you that you have got this. You have become more able than you were before to meet life's challenges and to give that child within you everything that it needs to feel able to rest and go to bed and to sleep, knowing that you have this. Closer and closer to home you become, closer and closer to your whole self you are. This is our final moment together outside before we head in to cool down our minds and body together and reflect. In this final minute, I will allow 60 seconds of contemplation where you do not hear my voice and you only listen to your own self. Being alone with oneself is important on the journey to becoming who we want to be. Being comfortable in our own skin, accepting and loving our own self. This 30-day challenge is all about that. You will get to know you, to become closer to your own self, and to begin to love and respect yourself. And I can't wait to be on that journey with you together. So let's go inside now and do a mind and body cool down. Thank you for walking with me, and thank yourself for taking a walk with yourself.